Hey guys, Surnett MMA here, coming at you with some 327 predictions. Very good card in Miami. Unfortunately, missing out on the co-main event, but that's all right. It's going to be pushed back to 328, making 328 even better. I'm going to start off here. I've put it in because I'm re-recording, but I'm going to go Charles Radke by decision. Prado's 1-4 in the UFC. It's not very good. Even though Radke's on short notice, I'm still gonna believe in Radke here. Older, more experienced. I mean, it's not good that he's older, but he's more experienced. This dude, he's one loss away from being kicked out. So, yeah, Radke by decision. Moving on, we're going to pick Kelvin Gastelum here. I don't know, both of these guys, they're old, far out of their prime, but Luque hasn't looked very good in his last few performances. Neither has Kelvin, but, I'm just going to go with the blockhead mentality of Kelvin Gastelum here. Luque might get an upset submission win here, but I'm going to back Kelvin here. Moving on, we got Chris Padilla versus Maduras. This one is a little bit of a tough pick for me. Both are relatively pretty much the same experience. Padilla's got some decent wins over Herbert and Ismail Bonfim, so I'm going to go with Chris Padilla here. They both got similar experience, but I think Chris Padilla should be able to get it done. How would he get it done? I could see him knocking him out. I reckon I'll go knockout here. We'll do something different other than a decision. Let's go round 3 knockout. Moving on, we got Patchy Mix's girlfriend versus Latipa Gondinez. I don't know. We'll go Tatiana by blob decision. She'll just blob. She went from fighting for the title to being on the prelims, so not very good of her, but oh well. Moving on. Actually, while I think about it, this fight could get cancelled because Kevin will miss weight. Kelvin might miss weight. Esteban Ribovic versus Mateus Gamrot. I like Ribovic, man, but I don't think he's beating Gamrot. This is a very tough first ranked opponent. Gamrot's been stiffed by the UFC. He's been given some opponents who are trying to join the rankings like him. So Ribovic, Ludovic Klein. I rate both those guys, but I think Gamrot just gets done by boring fucking blob. Boring blob decision. He got schooled by Charles Oliveira, but yeah, Gamrot's been in the game for a bit now, so I'm going to trust him because it's not going to be a fluke like Dan Hooker. It's not going to be a fluke Dan Hooker win. But yeah, I'll go Gamrot by boring decision. Maybe maybe a random upset from Ribovic. His last opponents were Brenner, sorry. And then, got schooled by Nasharat. So Nasharat's a tough test. If you can't really get past Nasharat in lightweight, you shouldn't be fighting for the rankings. So I'm going to go with the gamer here. Next up, I don't know why it's probably just because of my hatred for Randy Brown. I don't get why Kevin Holland's the underdog here. I could see him getting it done by submission pretty convincingly. Kevin Holland's just he's either there or he's not. He's lost in his last 2 to Mike Mallott, which was pretty unfortunate with the kick to the balls, and then Rodriguez, who he just fucking sucked against. He's so strange, Kevin Holland, but he's fighting at his better weight class, which is welterweight. So, and he has been now for his last couple fights. But I just don't rate Randy Brown. He's not good on the ground. He has a couple of submission wins, but he's getting submitted. I know the JDM one, he was knocked down pretty badly and he just locked it up. But he's not a good grappler. And Kevin Holland's a very legit grappler. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Kevin Holland by sub. I think he's a pretty good underdog to take. And Randy Brown just hasn't looked great. And Kevin Holland's brink of top 15. So is Randy Brown, I guess, but he got KO'd by, who was it? Gabriel Bonfim, who's a fucking decision merchant. So, and Kevin's got some heavy hands as well. He can knock him out. Yeah, You got to go with Kevin here. Moving on to the main event. It's funny because this would be a Bellator main event, but now it's the main event of the prelims in the UFC. And I'm going with the underdog, Patricky Pitbull, by boring decision. Pico had the biggest, if you don't know the Pico backstory, he was like a brink Olympic wrestler, like brink of being an Olympic wrestler out of high school for the US. I think, or he made the Olympic team in 2016. And he was also extremely talented in just MMA in general, I think it was. And then in his debut fight in Bellator, he got KO'd in like 24 seconds. And then he came back. He went on a solid 9-fight win streak. But people only know, like 95% of people only know Pico for being spinning elbowed KO'd by Lerone Murphy, a fucking decision merchant. Pico has very good wrestling. So I think this is going to be a very interesting wrestling match in terms of all the scrambles, takedowns, the get-ups. I think it's going to be a very interesting fight. I'm going to go with Pitbull. He's a massive underdog here. I don't like Pitbull either. I don't like him. It was boring against it was boring against Dan Ige. He got a big upset win over Dan Ige. So I think he can do it here again against Pico. I just don't rate Pico that highly. He's known for being spinning elbow KO and people putting their money on him. So I think this is very good value for Pitbull. He'll get done by some boring decision. Moving on. This one's tough, man. I like Nate and I like Cub. This is Cub's retirement fight. I'm still gonna go with Nate. They both have wins around the same time, but Cub's 42. Let's pull up here. Like they both had their last win was around the same time. But yeah, he's 42, man. Nate's old as well. Nate the Train. I do like Nate the Train, but fuck, dude, he isn't that good. Last win just under 2 years ago, but he's lost to Doohoo Choi and Cherry. I'm still gonna go with them though, because Cub hasn't fought. I think it's 2 years. Sorry, year and a bit. It's tough though. It is tough. I'm gonna go Nate the Train by KO round 2. I do like Cub though. He's just old, man. I'm just not believing it. Unfortunately. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cubby. But I could see this going either way. Moving on. Unfortunately, Tapology won't let me predict double knockout. So I'm going to go with the Reyes by round 1 TKO. Maybe, round 1. Johnny Walker always gets KO'd in the first or second. Yeah. Ulberg had his... not Ulberg. Reyes had his comeback, 3-fight knockout streak, and then just gets slammed by Ulberg, so... which was unfortunate. He didn't look very in shape for that fight. I don't think he was in the best shape for that fight. I definitely think he's coming in a lot better for this fight. Johnny Walker, he's like 1-2-5, 1-5 in his last 6. He did get that win against Zhang Mingyang, so by leg kick TKO. So, but I'm gonna go with the Reyes. I think he's just gonna be a bit more dialed this time around. I'm surprised Johnny Walker hasn't moved up to heavyweight yet. So we'll see how that goes. Moving on. Josh Hokick, I love you. But Razor Blades, I love you more. Give me Razor Blades by knockout round 2. Hokick, it's his 3rd fight, bro. They're feeding him to the fucking wolves. Blades has only lost to very legitimate contenders. Well, contenders / champions like Ngannou twice. What's his face? Aspinall, Pavlovich, and someone else. But yeah, he's only lost to very legitimate contenders, so Hokick will get there one day. I think it's just way too early to send him up to Curtis Blades. Fuck. Why am I calling him Chris Curtis, bro? But yeah, Curtis Razor Blades by round 2 TKO. Hokick's very good, but he's not ready. They should have given him Shamil or fucking Tai Tuivasa. Yeah. Oh well. So this is the featured bout. This is the new co-main event. and Paulo Costa's light heavyweight debut. I'm gonna go with Big Azamat there. Probably round 1 KO. Costa doesn't have the greatest chin. It's going to be a little bit better without needing to do a massive weight cut. He'll still probably have to do a small weight cut, but Azamat, big blob, 16-0. 16 have tried, 16 have failed. 17 have tried, 17 have failed now. With hopefully his win. It's a fight I wouldn't be willing to bet on though, because I could just see some stupid Paulo Costa upset. But yeah, we're going to go with Azamat just because he's far more dangerous, up and coming. He could be fighting for the belt next. Maybe he fights Big Ank. I don't know if they're friends or not, but yeah. I'm going to go with Big Azamat. Moving on to the main event. We betting on the Samurai or betting on the Stripper? We're going with Yuri, bro. Yuri by late KO, I reckon. Round 4. I reckon it's a round 4 KO. This is maybe his 8th fight in the UFC, maybe 9th. I'm not too sure, but they're both similar experience, I guess, similar time. I remember watching Yuri. That was the first card I watched, 251, where Yuri versus Ozdemir. His first opponent is Ozdemir, which is pretty insane, and just took the lights out of him. And spinning elbowed Reyes, got the belt in the 3rd shot at Zekro. What are you doing there, bro? But yeah, I'm believing in Yuri, bro. He's gonna autistic max his way to the belt. I reckon he'll probably be losing early on, but you can't fucking counter Yuri, bro. He doesn't go in there with a game plan. He literally just autistic maxes. And Ulberg's he's very technical. He's a bit boring. He's a bit of a decision merchant. I know he's knocked out Reyes and fucking Alonzo Manifield, who just ran at him. But yeah, Yuri, he also has that switch. He could just flip just to fucking kill you, like he did against Cleo in the 3rd and Reyes in the 2nd. He can flip a switch and then instantly just fuck you up. And he's evolved so much from that second Alex fight. The head movement's there. The hands are a little bit more up, but still kind of down. But when Yuri's in the flow state, those hands go down, you are dead. But yeah, he's very, very hard to counter. Can't really adapt to him. You can't really time him. Because you never know. He might just throw a flying knee. He might just spinning elbow you. Or he'll just hit you with a straight. Yeah. I think Ulberg, he'll probably be winning early on though. He'll probably pick at Yuri a bit. Yuri might start off slow and then pick it up. That's why I'm going with a round 4 KO. Excuse me. But yeah, Ulberg, he's also lost to I honestly can't pronounce his name. Let me try. Give me 1 second. But yeah, oh my goodness. Oh my god. It's Kennedy Inschek. It's so bad. In Cheswood, I don't know. Kennedy N. We'll call him Kennedy N. That was in his debut, was a little bit ago, but it's still a loss, man. Yuri, he's only losing to top level comp like Alex, and that's it. But yeah, Yuri gets it done late, I reckon. I could maybe see Ulberg winning. But nah, I'm going to go with Yuri, bro. Yuri round 4. Round 3 or 4, I think, is pretty valid. Just because slow start, and then he'll find a way just to pace him up. Probably work on that gas tank. And he has he has more experience in the later rounds, championship rounds. Ulberg's never been there. It's been round 3 of the latest. I'd be curious to see how he goes in round 4, if it drags out for that long, round 4 or round 5. But yeah, Yuri, he didn't gas against Glover. Not really. He got rocked a lot, and Yuri has a weapon of a chin on him. So does Ulberg. Ulberg has a pretty good chin. But he went toe-to-toe with fucking Jan Blachowicz, like an old Jan Blachowicz. We're not talking 2021 Jan Blachowicz. Just how good was Jan Blachowicz in 2021? Just how good? You have no idea how good Jan Blachowicz was. Oh my god. But yeah, no, he went toe-to-toe with fucking Jan Blachowicz in 2024. after having a major, I think it was a knee surgery or back surgery, 18 months off, and like arguably lost a decision. But he won it in the end. So Yuri round 4. I think that was pretty valid. Let me know what you think. Tell me if I'm stupid, if I have any bad takes here. Yeah, just going through the predictions one more time. We'll see how this goes, see how it holds up. I'll try and make more videos. I've been absolutely lacking. I have a ton of video ideas just written down. I just haven't recorded them. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they go. See what I can think of. Yeah. Catch you guys later.